Disclaimer. My work draws heavily upon the works of Carlos Castaneda. While there are few direct quotes, the underlying concepts are drawn from his work. My interpretations of those works are provided to advance my own point of view and in no way constitute a claim to anything that was not created by me. I have no commercial interest in this work. It is provided free for those who might find value in it. I have no connection with Castaneda's estate, nor with any entity, commercial or otherwise, that claims to be connected with Castaneda or with anyone connected to him. I express no opinion on the claims of those who purport to be connected with Castaneda, in the present or in the past.
Lastly, this work should not be construed as in any way condoning, supporting, encouraging, or recommending the use of any dangerous or illegal substance, or the performing of any dangerous or illegal activities. The teaching and research methods depicted in Castaneda's works should be viewed as the result of a unique convergence of time, place, and circumstance, and not as a template that any other person should attempt to follow. Video 4, Part 2. The Teacher's Approach, continued.
Assuming the technique is successful, what exactly has happened? And what happens next? Sorcerers call our knowledge and perception of the everyday world the first attention, or right-side awareness. In this state we are perfectly equipped to deal with the world around us, etc. We talk, drive, eat, work, and so forth in expert fashion, commensurate with our long-time knowledge of this realm and its rules and peculiarities. The perception of the other realm is called the second attention or left-side awareness by sorcerers. How does the state of mind differ between the two? In the first attention, our beings are focused on enhancing and maintaining the description of our reality. Thus, while learning can be very slow, memory generally is very sharp. In the first attention we need to marshal every memory, every stray perception or fact, so that the things that make up our familiar reality remain familiar. Learning new things is potentially threatening to the first attention. The first attention is most comfortable in the realm of the absolutely linear and familiar. Remembering what we know strengthens the first attention, protecting it against onslaughts big and small. In the second attention, we have no compulsion or duty to remember. Everything is new. It may appear much like the known realm, but it has its own rules and constraints. We are blissfully unaware of these rules and constraints in the teaching situation, a powerful sorcerer protecting us. As such, our only compulsion in the second realm is to absorb information, from any and all sources. In the second attention learning is greatly accelerated. Castaneda estimated a factor of 10 in one instance. The downside of the second attention is that while it is perfect for learning, it is absolutely terrible for remembering. Normally this wouldn't be a problem since Castaneda was known for writing everything down. But for obvious reasons, Don Juan simply told him to put his notebook aside in those instances. Typically, when the student is pushed into the second attention, he remains there for some number of hours usually. Our bodies gradually catch up to what has happened and we find ourselves back with our contemporaries, our perceptions rerouted in the familiar world. The second attention is so ill-suited to remembering, however, that where we went and what we did, said, or heard there is completely forgotten. How the student goes about recovering those lost memories is, not to be overly dramatic, the entire reason for the student's existence, and for the teachers, as well, it turns out. Just as there are an unlimited number of possible assemblage points on the right side, the same is true of the left side. Thus, when the Nawal's blow sends the student's assemblage point across the luminous body and into the left side, the point comes to rest on a random spot. The Nawal cannot aim for any one point, he sees the spot, and shouts. The assemblage point moves across the luminous body to the left side and lodges where it may. Since the possibilities are endless and the Nawal can't aim for any given individual spot, it follows that the student's assemblage point lands on a unique spot each time. Over the course of years, the student will be shoved over into the left side many times. Castaneda is not specific, but assume that Castaneda and Don Juan were associated as teacher and student for roughly 11 years. Going into the left side twice a week on average would have put Castaneda there over 1,100 times, experiencing more than 1,100 unique perceptions of the left side to be recovered and assimilated.
3. Looked at from the outside, at the highest level, the entire project of teaching, or learning, seems impossibly difficult. The teacher must provide instruction to a part of the student doesn't know exists, and for purposes of this instruction, can't know exists. At the same time he must bombard the other part of the student, the fragile and fearful part, with outlandish and frightening ideas about the world, and to further expose the most easily killed part of the student to the physical manifestations of these outlandish and frightening ideas. For the student's part, he must more or less blindly enter into a long, difficult, scary, life-changing endeavor. The goal is nebulous, the method seemingly crude and dangerous. It is a miracle, truly, that sorcery has survived, given all that. And a testament to the absolute impeccable character and insight that is required of the teacher, and the willingness of the student to keep taking step after step down a poorly lit path with a highly uncertain destination, which in and of itself speaks to a level of character in the student that he had no idea he was possessed of.